Hey there. All right, so it was requested for me to make a tapping up to the camera video. So I'm gonna do that, but with the current setup I have, the microphone is pretty far away from the camera, so I figured I would just do this with a lo-fi setup. So I'm just using my phone microphones for this video, and they should hopefully pick up the audio of tapping near the camera, because that's what, it's more of a visual trigger, but I mean the sounds are nice too. But if the microphone's all the way over here, then you're not going to be able to hear them that well, so that's why we're doing it this way. So the audio quality is going to be a little bit lower, but I don't know, I think some people like that, so there you go. So we're just gonna tap on up to the microphone or the camera, which in this case is the same thing, I guess. I mean, they're not in the exact same positions. This is a book. This is Rainbow Six by Tom Clancy. I have tried to read it. Let's see, how far did I get? I think there's a bookmark in here somewhere. Looks like I made it to chapter 8. Not quite all the way through. How many chapters are there? Let's see, table of contents. Is there a table of contents? There's no table of contents. I don't know how many chapters there are. More than 8. It's less than halfway through. I'm not a big reader, okay? I'm not quite sure what the best position is to have this framed up in, but I'm sure it'll change a bit over the course of the video. This book does leave a blue residue. Whatever dye they use to dye the outside blue kind of rubs off on your hands a little bit. It's probably why there's although it's not on that side, some blue stains on the pages would be my guess. I don't know how sensitive these microphones are, so I hope that it can pick up that noise. I mean, I'm sure it can, but I just hope it's, rich. I want the audio to be rich, That's the book. We also have a cardboard box. but the cardboard box is very fuzzy. I don't know if it's like that because I've just been tapping on it. It does seem a bit fuzzier on this side than it does on the other side. So that would suggest that it is just because boom. That was the cardboard box. We got the plank of wood. This is a classic. I don't know, should I tap on the plain side or the side that I have very artistically improved? I would hate to mess up the art, you know, accidentally, you know, scratch it. Oops, hit the tripod. I guess it's just impossible for me to not hit something. When it's the microphone, I hit the microphone, and when there is no microphone, well, I guess I'll just hit the camera. I believe this records with stereo audio. I think there's a microphone here, and then I think there's a microphone over there. I don't know how directional it is, though. Like, if you can really differentiate between the two sides. But I guess we'll find out when I'm editing it. This beam is not perfectly straight. I don't know if you can see that. It's warped. There's also a bit of twist in this now that I'm looking down it. Interesting. Can you see it? Can you see the twist? It's easier to see from this side, I think. Do you see the twist? I can see the twist. It's pretty substantial, especially for such a short section, you know? I mean, you would expect some twist in a pretty long board, like if it's like a 20-foot long board, you know? But this is like a foot long. It's still twisted. Hold on, I can twist it back. This one's not as loud, doesn't make as much noise. So we're gonna move on. I'll put that there. What about a tube? I have a tube here. It's not very long, but it might still work. I have the other section of tube that I cut it from. It would be better if it was still all one piece, but I don't have another tube. It does make good sounds though. I really like the sound of the tube. It's just a good sound, you know. Sometimes an item just makes a good sound, and this is one of those items. Also, there's an airplane apparently crashing outside my house. Is that joke in poor taste with all the plane crashes that have been happening lately? It might be. I don't know. You can see me through the tube, but you can't see the tapping. I don't know, you can probably see the tapping. I think this is the right camera. Hopefully it's not like this one and this one. I'm pretty sure it's this one. Smells like paper, but like really old paper, you know, like when you open an old book, but not like a textbook, because those pages are like wax coated, you know. That has a different smell, but like an old book with some really dry paper. That's what it smells like. I think we'll finish it off with this Paper Airplanes book. It's got lots of different paper airplane styles. My family had a paper airplane tournament, and we all made a plane from the book, and we competed to see whose was the best. I went with the Space Cruiser. I did not win. I believe the winner went with the Apex Predator. But you know, my plane, it might not have flown the farthest, but it certainly had the most style. But it's a pretty large, flat object, so I think it will work for this. Now there's a paper side, and this back side is kind of like cardboard, so it might make a, slightly different noise. So we can mix and match. This is a much softer noise. It's a little dusty, but things things get dusty. Well, there you have it. I think that's going to be the tapping up to the camera video. Hopefully you enjoyed, especially the person that requested the video. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you later.